Hey guys, my name is Tina Green, and today I'm going to present a bacterium called Lactobacillus casei strain Shirota, or better known as LCS. So the reason why I was interested in researching this bacterium in the beginning was because of this product called Yakult. And Yakult is a fermented milk product that has Lactobacillus casei strain Shirota in it, as well as some other things. But it's advertised as a probiotic drink in a lot of Asian countries. And to me, I never really thought as to like, why is it really popular? What are the actual health benefits to drinking this probiotic? So with that, I did some digging and I found one study that presented LCS as a immune response builder. Um, and what I mean by that is that they studied middle-aged healthy office workers, and in this case, they were men between the ages of 30 and 47, and they found that if you consume LCS probiotics for every day for 3 months, then it can reduce the incidence of upper respiratory tract infections. And this is achieved through increasing NK cell activity and salivary immunoglobulin A. And both of those substances are believed to be the body's first line of defense. So increasing those, the activity and the IgA can reduce your susceptibility to getting infections and other illnesses like that. And this same result was seen in athletes and marathon runners. So it kind of shows that, it doesn't matter if you're super healthy or even just the average person. If you consume a probiotic that has LCS in it every day on a consistent basis, then you can help build your immunity and reduce the risk of you getting sick. And this is especially important, now as we're all going through a pandemic. So it's definitely an important finding and something that I hope that we can start to incorporate into our lives. And another benefit to LCS is kind of unrelated, but definitely interesting, is that it can reduce constipation. So this study was looking obviously at how LCS consumption impacted constipation, and they found that LCS consumption increases defecation frequency, increases stool consistency, and then decreases constipation symptoms. So all of these are like a major plus if you're constipated, obviously. And they believe that LCS works with this thing called PIPA. And PIPA is pipecoleic acid. And basically what PIPA does is that it increases GI motility and increases defecation. And that's pretty much all they know about PIPA. Further research does need to be done because it's not really well understood on how it works. But the overall takeaway from this study is that LCS can help reduce constipation. And this is definitely not like a personally applicable issue, but it's definitely a study that shows LCS as a probiotic source can help maintain regular gut function or even help improve gut function that isn't necessarily, functioning right. I said functioning a lot, but anyway. Another interesting study I found was that LCS could possibly have bone healing properties. This study was done with senior citizens who had recently suffered a non-displaced wrist fracture. And they found that consuming 2 daily servings of Yakult or LCS probiotic every day for about 3 months can help you recover hand motility a lot faster than if you had not been treated with LCS. So the graph on the right shows how significant of a difference there is between LCS treated patients and LCS non-treated patients. And basically it shows about a 20-30% difference in the ability of these patients to regain general hand general hand function. And that includes both the range of motion and hand motility as well. And to me, this study is significant because it can help reduce the amount of time someone is, in pain and suffering from an injury, and overall increase their quality of life just by drinking a probiotic and, helping their body heal a little bit faster. A potential benefit to LCS can be seen with anti-carcinogenic properties in mice, or rats rather. So this study was done with rats, and then on the right side it shows the microbial population of the gut inside of a rat. And this study was looking at the effects of mycotoxin alpha-lactoxin B1, so AFB1, and how it reacts with LCS or vice versa. And AFB1 is a carcinogen, and basically it can enter the body through contaminated food sources. So with that being said, they treated mice or rats with LCS after they have been exposed to AFB1, and they found that LCS removes the mycotoxin from the body. And when it does that, it maintains the microbiome balance, and therefore ultimately preventing one specific bacteria from overtaking another. So specifically, LCS inhibits Alloprevotella activity from becoming carcinogenic in the body. And so this was definitely an interesting find for the rat population or the rat model. And if it could be transferred to the human model, I think it would be very beneficial to see how LCS as a probiotic can be used to possibly prevent the incidence of certain cancers from happening in humans. And as far as more benefits go, LCS has shown a lot of promising results with caries prevention. Caries is basically tooth decay, and in this specific study, it studied children. And they found that LCS has significant karyostatic characteristics, but it largely depends on the biofilm ecologies of caries risk children, or how high of a risk of caries they have. And upon further study, there was another one that was done with 20 to 22-year-old college students. And this one was looking specifically for how LCS impacted the microbiome of the mouth. And they found that LCS helps increase Kingella and Veillonella populations in the mouth, and both of those are associated with the absence of caries. And specifically, Veillonella slows down the demineralization process, so it prevents tooth decay from happening, more or less. Kingella also competes for the same nutrients, adhesion sites, and growth factors as those with caries does. So both of those helps prevent caries. And the reason why this is such a significant find is that, not only can LCS be a probiotic that improves health or gut health, it can also be used to improve dental health and just overall well-being. And I think, if there is one substance that can, help you knock out 3 different areas of health, then, why not drink it? And so with that being said, there was a study that looked to basically optimize the production of LCS. They categorized basically everything listed in this chart that you see to your right as either essential, stimulatory, or non-essential nutrients. And what they did with this study is that they added the stimulatory nutrients in a fortified milk product and found that doing so reduces the fermentation time of LCS by 15 hours. And that's huge. That's like 2 workdays worth of fermentation time. And they also found that the fortified milk is 2 times more concentrated in LCS than others. And that's also pretty significant because you're getting more LCS in a shorter period of time. So that overall allows for, consumers to get LCS at a cheaper price point because there's less labor essentially involved in getting this bacterium as a probiotic. But anyway, with that being said, that was pretty much all I had for you guys today. So I just want to thank you guys for stopping by and enjoying my presentation.